These are kids that have racked up a lot of misdemeanor offenses, you know, jumping the subway turnstiles. The minute they get shot, all of a sudden judges are turning those misdemeanor citations into warrants for their arrest.
Yeah.
The hate mail that's pouring into their apartments, to the hospital, and their lives are destroyed by this. But at the end of the day, they never get grace. They never get to be the victims.
No.
And so we didn't even know who they were. We didn't know their names. So for me in the book, it was really important to kind of lay bare, what are the costs of all this violence? What are the costs of unleashing this kind of rage and then saying it's perfectly legal, okay? We begin to see, why do we get a Trayvon Martin situation, right? Why is George Zimmerman allowed to do what he's allowed to do?
It traces all the way back.
It just keeps going.
I was actually heartened at the racism. The letters to the editor. She puts in letters to the editor that people wrote to the Post and to the Daily News. You know, I go on Twitter sometimes and I'm like horrified in the comment section. Like, oh my God, how can people be this horrifying? But at least there they go by like Cuckboy 101. Like, these are letters to the editor that are like, these animals, and using the N-word and saying like horrible things about them. You know, yours truly, Louis Vitarelli. Like,
No,
they didn't put their name on it. And they were like, and back in the day, like, you couldn't just tweet, like, you had to buy a stamp. You had to walk that thing to a post office box. That's commitment.
Yeah. And the thing is, not just letters coming to the editors in New York.
Coming to them.
And coming to the boys, coming to New York Post from Colorado, from California, I mean, this becomes a national phenomenon because it touched a moment that was really shifting. You know, rebirth of white rage. Always, you know, white rage is ubiquitous in American history, but this is a moment when it gets unleashed like it hadn't been since the 19th century, and legally okay like it hadn't been.